Welcome everyone. Just want to pop on real quick and chat with you a little bit about the ELI assessment that you hear me talk about all the time on Instagram stories. I also a few weeks ago did a Q&A with the coaches of Hensel Coaching and Consulting. You can watch that Q&A in my YouTube. We did a live Q&A on Zoom, and we offered this as a little complimentary thing for a meet and greet. Ask the questions of Hensel Coaching and Consulting, whatever you would like to see how they could help you in some one-on-one coaching or group coaching, whatever it is that you're looking for. We had also talked about the ELI assessment in that Q&A. So again, if you want to watch that video on YouTube, just check out my channel here and you can watch it there. I have taken the assessment and I have been debriefed by all of the coaches that are part of HCC. We have all coached one another and we have all debriefed one another. A couple reasons for this is, number one, I wanted to see if the coaches that I was bringing on were a good fit for me. Do we see through a similar filter? Because like attracts like. And, I look at my business like it's a bus and I'm the driver. I'm the one driving the bus, or I'm the captain of the ship, whatever it is. Well, my bus has seats on it and I bring people on and put them in a seat, but they have to fit, they have to work, and they have to work in their unique abilities, and that's really important to me. But I knew that I could do a little pre-work or prerequisite type process, I guess you could say, to bring my coaches on. And one of the things that I did was I looked at all of their assessments and debriefed all of them, and that was one of the ways that I could see that they would be a great fit, because we all energetically show up similar. We all come from a very anabolic place. We see opportunities. We're very collaborative, and that was very important to me. Coming up soon, here on YouTube, I am going to show a video where I am conducting an ELI debrief. I'm going to share a little bit more about the ELI, but I'm also going to show bits and pieces. I'm not going to show the whole thing because a debrief takes at least 2 hours, sometimes longer. Some of my ongoing clients have taken advantage of the ELI assessment, but then I've also had new people come on and only purchase that. They're not coaching with me. Most of them will continue coaching services afterwards. But I really just want to take this time real quick to share an observation that I have made by debriefing people. And what has came up in doing so many of these is there's a pattern or a thread. And those people that show up with a lot of anabolic energy tend to be more goal driven. They tend to show up more in their life, which would make sense. They tend to be the ones that stick to things. If they have a solid routine, they stick to it. They don't question it. They get the job done. If they procrastinate a little bit or they fall off the beaten path a little bit, they get right back on. And that is something I've observed every time I look at someone's profile. But there's another pattern. When I am debriefing a client who has a lot of catabolic energy, even when they're not under stress, even when all is going well, but they still carry a lot of catabolic energy, and that is how they show up. Now, don't forget, that's also what you're going to attract in your life, not just by people, but by everything. They are the ones that tend to not stick to things. They don't stick to a routine. They struggle more getting up out of bed in the morning. They have more difficulty in their relationships. So what I'm trying to share with you is how you show up, whether it's anabolic or catabolic, on a typical day when you're not under stress. Now again, when you're under stress, it may make sense that you go to a catabolic place, but how long are you staying there and how long is it serving you? We'll get more into that when you do your ELI assessment and debrief with me or one of the coaches on HCC. How you show up typically is how everything in your life will show up. Everything. So if you come from a real anabolic filter or lens, everything manifest in that way, because you never have excuses not to, because you see opportunities. The contrast to that is the catabolic. the catabolic individuals that I'm working with. And their profile shows just a lot of catabolic energy. Again, even when all is well and they're not under stress. So it tells a lot right there. If you are that person who is in a catabolic state all the time, whether you're stressed or not stressed, and you're not getting the job done, you're not showing up in your own life, wouldn't you want to shift that? I mean, is that working for you? Only you have that answer. But if it's not, it can be shifted. Okay, it's not personality here. It's not personality and it's not IQ. We're talking about how you show up energetically in your world, based off of how you see yourself, you see others, and you see the world. There's work to be done. Let's get you out of that catabolic poor me. It's happening to me. The world is happening to me. This always happens. Fear, worry, doubt, overwhelm, powerlessness. Let's do the work. Let's do the work. In the drop-down box below will be the link to the website. There will also be a link to the page on my website where you can book your ELI assessment and 2-hour debrief with me or one of the other coaches on Hensel Coaching and Consulting. We are all Energy Leadership Index Master Practitioners, every single one of us. We can all help in this area. Coaching along with it would be fantastic. Highly encourage it. Highly encourage it. Are you going to learn a lot about yourself just by doing the assessment? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Not only about yourself, but other people as well. And why you're so impacted maybe by some people, especially if you're showing up with catabolic energy, because what do you think you're attracting? We either attract or reflect those desired or undesired. If I show up anabolically, I'm only going to attract that. Because someone who's highly catabolic isn't going to want to be around me. They may think in the moment that they do, they may aspire to be like me and have anabolic energy and show up like I do, but they won't stay the course until they get through what's causing this catabolic energy that they're walking around with every single day. It's like chains on your back holding you down like this instead of like this. You're fully capable. You have the power. But if your catabolic energy shows up day in, day out, whether you're stressed or not stressed, you're going to feel powerlessness. You're going to lack power. So you think. We'd be happy to work with you. Any one of us. Any one of us. Check out the links below. The special is still going on. Take advantage of it. The booking calendars will be there. Yeah, find out how you're showing up in your life and what you can do if you want to make some change and shift. Because it's been powerful for me, this observation of the different profiles and how people show up. I can look at a profile, and if it's highly anabolic, it's very interesting what comes up in that debrief. Makes sense that they're getting the job done in many areas of their life. Now, we may have to look and see what's happened when you're under stress. But for the most part, there's a reason they are showing up every day in their life and the lives of others. And when I get a profile and I see a lot of high levels of catabolic energy, and then they start to share their story with me and share what's going on in their world and how nothing's really getting done, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. So jump on. Let's get your assessment going and your debrief, and stay tuned. Coming very soon, I will be sharing with you some more bits and pieces. You can read about the ELI assessment right on the website, but I will share with you me conducting a debrief with a person that took the assessment, that volunteered to put themselves out there, be transparent and vulnerable in front of all of you with how they're showing up energetically. So powerful. It really is. It really is. All right, just impromptu. Wanted to pop on just because I've been doing these debriefs left and right, and I'm like, I'm seeing a pattern here. I'm seeing a thread. I'm seeing a trend, and I want you to know about it. I really want you to know about it. So, all right. enough time. Have a great one. We'll see you in your debrief, and make it a great day. Show up with some anabolic energy. All right, we'll see you.